Alright, so this is a battle report between Chaos Warriors and Dark Elves. I'm playing against a guy I've played it with against since I've been playing Fantasy. Uh, we've been playing against each other that long, and so we know each other's strategies and whatnot. But at the same time, he's got a pretty good record on me, but not this time. So here's the deployment. I have 3 chariots. Over the left of the chariots, I have a hound unit, a chaos lord on a dragon, and 2 chimera. And on the other side, opposite of me, there's a giant unit of witches, and we have 2 crossbowmen units. To the far left, we have a unit of 10 Cold One Riders and a Charybdis. I probably already said Charybdis, didn't I? A unit of Dark Riders and a bolt thrower sitting on the hill over there. All this terrain on the field is actually my terrain that I made, except for the trees and stuff. But also I have a knight unit, a knight unit of Zinch, a sorcerer of Zinch, a unit of 16 warriors of Nurgle, and and 5 Marauder horsemen. And in his movement turn, he moves like this. And I'm getting kind of scared for my sorcerer there because I don't like losing points. But we're playing the Brawler Bash scenario where it's not all about winning. There's no such thing. There's no stat for winning. It's just how much you kill of your opponent. And so he moves his witches forward like so. I want those witches to move forward because I want to fly every monster I have with a breath weapon and burn them to death. That was the plan. And then after that, piece apart the rest of his army. And he in his turn, because this is the top of turn 1, and he moves his Dark Pegasus into the left flank here. I want my hounds to get in the way of the Cold One Riders. That's why they're there. And he moves his Charybdis forward like so. I really hate that Charybdis. Every time if it ever hits with all of its attacks, I think it gets D3 attacks. I think that is. And I don't want it getting D3 attacks. It's strength 7, so its strength is ridiculous. So, ridiculous strength of that creature. But in his turn, top of turn 1, he moves his bolt thrower onto the left flank, and it really doesn't play a big part in this battle at all. Even though you have monsters everywhere, it didn't do squat. And over here with the Marauder Horsemen of Slaanesh, they get hit with Word of Pain, and he takes my weapon skill and strength down by 2. Or, no, weapon skill and ballistic skill down by 2. I really don't care. I go for it. I mean, they're really not there to do anything, really. They're just there to make sure that the flank over there next to where I want my dragons to go is guarded. And over here, what happens over here? Oh, I think he shoots at the knight unit with that spell from the lore of Shadow or something, Doombolt, and it kills a knight, I believe. And yeah, he attempts to charge with one of his units, and he fails to charge. Oh, no. This is my turn. I move my hounds around and to get over here in the way of the cold ones, and the Chaos Lord and the 2 Chimera fly up. That's where I wanted my Marauders to go. I wanted them to go right there to protect the flank of the Chimera from the Charybdis. Because if he charges the Charybdis into the Marauders, he will go right past the Chimera. So that's what I wanted. The Chimera is actually farther forward than displayed because the wings are all in the way, and so it wasn't able to we weren't able to really put that where we're supposed to go. Moving my knights like so. I don't move them all that far. I just move them just a little bit, and I really don't care about those guys over there. They really don't serve a purpose. They really don't do anything in this entire game. The warlocks, and I push my warriors forward. They have the movement banner, so they're movement 10. I know that he's going to try to, if he charges into the Marauders, he's going to overrun. So I want him to run into a giant, big unit of Chaos Warriors of Nurgle if he does. And if that happens, the Nurgle guys should be in a good position to mess him up. And I move my chariots forward like this. So if he charges the chariots and they flee, he'll end up being left out in the cold. And or if he charges and he ends up hitting them and he overruns, he'll be way out of position. And my initial plan for the chariots was to hit a unit somewhere, anywhere. But as you can see in my shooting phase, my magic phase, there's really not a lot goes on in the magic phase. But my shooting phase with the chimeras and the dragons going nuts with the flame templates, that's what happens. They eviscerate that unit, and in his turn, he decides to charge the witches into the Chaos Lord. I mean, he really doesn't have a choice. And the Charybdis charges the Marauder Horseman. I believe I held with the Marauder Horseman to make sure the Charybdis was in the position that I wanted him to be. Or the Charybdis, I think the Charybdis failed his charge, and the Marauders ran away. I think that's what happened. And yes, over to the right, I forgot that the Chaos Knights, they tried to march earlier in my first turn, and they failed their march block. So with the leadership reroll of 8, they rolled 11 twice, and so this is actually my second turn. I moved my Chimera right in front of the Executioners to get in the way, and then during the charge phase, I charged 2 chariots into the cold ones because they tried to charge the hounds. I held with the hounds. The hounds died that turn, and they ended up dying, and he ran right in front of 2 chariots, and in my turn, the 2 chariots, they ran into the flank of the cold ones. So yeah, not looking good for Dark Elves now. He's, I mean, this is just going downhill really fast for him, and now the Warriors are standing in front of the Charybdis, telling the Charybdis, "Come at us, bro! Come on!" And yeah. Okay, so the Charybdis kills the Marauders and lurches forward. The girl on the shrine dies. The chariots beat the Cold Run Riders. He runs 10, they run 8. They couldn't catch him. And I was kind of pissed about that because I wanted those points. But I don't think they ended up rallying anyway. He's going to lose that unit because he needs a 1 to rally, double 1s to rally them anyway. So, and we did take 2 wounds from the cold ones though. But the flank and the charge really, they took that away. And then the massive kills really got him. And over here with the Chimera, he charges the Chimera in. He moves his warlocks around the side because he wants to harass with them. That Chimera is dead. There's nothing to do. He charges his Dark Riders into the flank of that Knight unit. I believe he thinks he's going to kill the Sorcerer with the Dark Riders. The Sorcerer, a Chaos Sorcerer, just letting you know, a Chaos Sorcerer is just as good as a Chaos Warrior. I mean, he used to be a warrior, so, no, he is a 1-up armor save as well, just like they do. Yeah, and he ended up doing no wounds, and we actually win by 2. Well, it was actually a tied combat. I rolled. No, it wasn't tied. It was I won by 1, and he sticks, and I turned towards him. The warlocks, I think they do some damage to the warriors. They took out a warrior, and yeah. So the executioners charge that they're going to kill the chimera. The the dark Pegasus is going to end up killing that chariot. I figured he was going to kill the chariot. I did not. I did not conceive the fact that the chariot could possibly kill him. And he rolls 2 wounds on the chariot, and then the chariot saves twice. The chariot ends up answering back and cannot wound him. He ends up winning by 1, and he overruns the chariot and kills him. Oh man, that sucked. It was like giving me hope, and then taking it away violently and laughing at the same time. Those damn evil dark elves. I hate them. I hate them because they like to kill your hope. Chaos just kills your body. They kill your dreams. And he overruns and kills the chariot. The Charybdis runs into the Chaos Warriors. The Charybdis does badly in close combat against the Chaos Warriors. Let's wait for that picture. I'm trying to speed this up because for some reason, every single time I'm trying to record this, it stops recording. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to call Apple on that one. The executioners kill the chimera as predicted. Overrun into the side of the the warlocks. The Charybdis loses in close combat, and yeah, he should have done better than that. But oh well, he didn't. And the Cauldron of Blood loses in close combat and gets run down by the dragon. And at this point, my opponent calls the game. If you like what you've seen here, subscribe and comment, please.